I've been thinking about the Psalms because I'm teaching Old Testament. Hey friends, Angela Parker, Busy Bible Scholar. I'm using the Natasha Denona eye sculpt texture and tone palette. This comes with a instruction manual because it has peach warm, yellow gold, rosy pink, peach warm, neutral cool colors. And it is organized in that way with the designations of warm, yellow, peach, neutral, and cool labeled right easily on the compact or on the palette. So taking my Wayne Goss 3, I'm going to go into P1 and just start to carve out my crease. So I lectured on 1 Samuel for my Old Testament class, and 1 Samuel starts with Hannah's song. Hannah's married to Elkanah, I believe, and he has another wife, Penuel, who's having all these babies, but Hannah's barren, and so she's praying for a son. She has Samuel, and she then sings a song that celebrates Samuel's birth. But this song has nothing to do with Samuel. It really is a royal psalm that the writer or the compiler of 1 Samuel inserts as Hannah's song. It doesn't talk about, well, it talks one verse about having children, but all of the other parts of the verse are about what it means to come above your enemies, about the reversal of the rich over the poor or the hungry being fed. It's a reversal psalm, and it ends with having a king. But at this juncture, there's no king in the land, and it's a royal psalm in the likeness of the Psalm of David. So it's very weird that Hannah is singing this song. So I'm going over with a smaller brush into N1, and I'm going to deepen my crease a little bit more. So it made me think about other psalms, and it made me go into wisdom psalms and what we do to think about reading psalms in today's day and age. And the wisdom psalm of 73 came to mind. That is a psalm of Asaph. Asaph was a prophet under both David and Solomon, and he wrote a psalm during the time of Babylonian exile. And it was interesting because this psalm starts off with saying, God is good to Israel, but then it says that he envied the arrogant. And he envied the arrogant because they wear their pride like a necklace along their neck, and they speak evil. And it seems like God doesn't pay any attention to the evil that they are speaking. And as they're speaking their evil, Asaph is talking about, I can't speak such evil because I ruin my children's lives if I speak such evil. This is Psalm 73. Using the same brush, I'm going to go into C3 and deepen this corner a little bit more. And then Asaph says their mouth is used with violence. Basically, they speak violence with their mouths. But then Asaph says, I can't speak that violence. Let me see what else he says. And they clothe themselves with violence. But surely their place is on slippery ground. So he's acknowledging that even though they have everything in the world, they are rich, they are fat with food, their ground is becoming slippery because God is going to be bringing them down to the ground really quickly. Using my Sonia G Builder 2, I'm going to go into P2 first. And then what Asaph says is that how quickly they are destroyed. How suddenly they are destroyed, completely swept away by terrors. So essentially, in Asaph's time, even though Babylon comes and exiles Judah later on, Babylon essentially is swept away by Persia. So the evildoers that you see in your lifetime eventually become swept away by other evildoers. So you don't have to worry so much about the evildoers that you are seeing in your lifetime. I turned over my brush and I'm going into Y2 for my inner corner. So as I think about how to read the Psalms in today's day and age, we learn to trust in God and with all of our hearts and lean not into our own understanding. I just went old school. All right, that is my first look with the Natasha Denona Eye Sculpt Texture and Tone. This is the Dramatic palette. So here's the final look. This is the Natasha Denona Eye Sculpt Texture and Tone in Dramatic. So easy breezy, neutral eye look. This is me thinking through the Psalms, and in today's day and age, as we are in an age where I'm trying to be Christian, but not that kind of Christian, this is how I am reading the Psalms and thinking through how we survive in today's day and age. Angela Parker, a boozy Bible scholar. As always, friends, be bold, be brave, be brilliant, and I will talk to you next time.